Welcome back to Mosswick. Last time we focused on details that improve our town's realism. In today's episode, it's time to finally start on a massive, long-awaited project that we've been avoiding for quite a while. So, let's get to work. Okay. The time has come for a castle. I think it is about time we set our town up with a castle and some military and all of the buildings and construction that come along with that. It just feels like we've been avoiding it long enough, and now that we have a real legit manor house in town, I think it's time to hit the other and last tree of progress we can take a look at here. So I have not touched any of this stuff, and I don't know how all of these systems work. I'm sure it's similar-ish to the clergy, but I don't know. So the real question is, where do we put it? So I've been looking around a couple places. Part of me was thinking about up here. I may have mentioned this in an earlier episode. It's kind of elevated. It's got a nice view. It would have the same kind of lingering above town as the manor house. You know, you could see it from down here, because I really love like that, that look. I had also thought about doing it way over here, or up on these cliffs, kind of over here, but that felt a little far away. There's an open space here. There's a number of places to do it, but I think where we're actually going to do it is right here. I think we'll clear out all these trees and put it in between this neighborhood and these farms. I just think that it's going to be shoehorned in there a little bit, which, I don't know, might be problematic. We'll find out. But I also think that it makes kind of sense to be in town. It'll be really close to the main road. We can split this off and have our main gate be kind of here. I think it makes sense to kind of have it at the forefront of town, so that anyone coming to bring trouble our way will see it. I just think having it way up there felt a little out of the way, and it's not very flat, and there's a number of reasons why I just wasn't thinking about it. So I think we're gonna do here. So the first thing we will do is the very first thing we'll do is get rid of this forbidden area, and then we will remove a lot of all of these trees, so that we can have some space. We can always replant them. I'm gonna try and keep some so that it still looks natural, and I don't know if I want a tree barrier between our castle and our neighborhood, but we'll remove a bit here. I also wonder if we're removing these, let's speed time up here a little bit. If we're removing these assets, if this guy, or the trees, if we gotta remove I think we have a different one hidden in the trees somewhere. There he is. Right there. I don't want him rebuilding any of what we're taking down. I don't know that he would. I assume he would. So while we're at it, we can also, looks like we have some tree chopping overlays here, so we can get rid of those as well. And then while we're at it, we could probably pare down some of this residential, and we might even who do we have living here? Do we have No paved roads, but we do have commoners, no citizens. Yeah, I think we're gonna get rid of this too, actually. And these people can live somewhere else, and that might help bolster some of our other buildings into being a little more robust. So goodbye, you guys can redistribute. I believe in you. You'll be fine. Probably. Okay, so while that is clearing out, I think we're going to need to adjust our beer production a little bit. So let's go ahead and take our brewery and move it more onto the property here of our hops farm. Let's see where we can tuck this in a way that feels like it's making sense. We might actually move this guy while we're at it, because I actually feel like the brewery should maybe go right here on this corner. And where's the entryway to that? It's right there. Okay, yeah, we'll leave that there. And just trying to think, if we make this big main entryway going that way, we've got a granary over here too. That's right. Yeah, I think that's probably fine for now. We'll decide if we end up keeping him there or just moving him temporarily. And then this guy, because that's doing a lot of this grain work, but I think that's not still too far away. So we can go ahead and do that. And this builder's hut, we will assign another builder, since we're going to be building quite a bit of stuff here in just a minute. So let's move this just a little bit out of the way, though. We can kind of tuck this guy in here. Okay, so now in theory we've got this little corridor that can lead up to our castle. And did I mark all of this resource? Yeah, I did get all that stuff. Okay, so that'll all get out. I wonder if it's going to be a little awkward up against this rock. I have seen some people building onto the rocks, which is kind of crazy. Maybe we'll end up doing something like that, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. Let's get rid of, just for our own organizational sake, let's get rid of all of our zoning. And I think we just, there we go. Okay, so let's take a look at castle stuff. So we'll start with a keep. Boy, there's a lot in here. So, all right, I think, well, we'll start with, I guess we start with the keep. And it might be nice to have that little balcony area kind of facing town. It's kind of a power play. Yeah, I mean, if you're waking up in the morning and having your kingly coffee from up there, that's pretty baller. And then, so we'll start with that. I want to get a, I guess or actually, isn't there is there like a security, treasury, build, armory, barracks? No. Okay, so then I guess maybe we'll just start with a free build and get our gate in. The other reason about putting it in town is it is going to offer a lot of heavy fortification, which would help with upgrading too. So we may or may not do like the whole, enclose the whole town in wall. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. So I think that's looking like a nice entryway kind of thing. So, and then we'll get another, we have to do another free build. It's a little annoying. Free build should be free and kind of let you build wherever. Not have to make a bunch of them because that's going to get complicated down the road. And then we'll get another gate, something like that. Just trying to plan this out, and then yeah, we can fill a lot of that in with other stuff. So I'm gonna get to building and plan this all out using the blueprint feature in this game, which I absolutely love, and we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed, but I'll check back in after we have something up. you see it? Did everybody see it? Did you see how I double clicked and moved a whole building together? Because I haven't done that before yet, and I'm very excited that I actually got that to work. Thank you to those of you who had been talking with me in the comments about making that work, and me blatantly just saying, oh, I don't know, I can't get it to work. I don't think I'd actually double clicked on the whole thing the way that I finally figured out. So big shock, user error. But again, thank you so much. And I did it. We did it. It's all good. So I think this is the bare bones of our castle. I think that's got a nice, let's get out of the, let's even, I think that's got a nice look to it. You can see it just barely rising over town. And we've got kind of our main house. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. Let's see, we've got the mess hall. I think we have, thought we had the kitchen in here. Yeah, there it is, the provisioner. We've got a royal office, the castle keep, and oh, that's the provisioner over there. And then we've got a bunch of barracks and our healing house. And then I was gonna take the armory and hitting all kinds of wrong buttons here. I'm gonna take the armory and I'm not gonna want to kind of fit that in there, or no, I think we're gonna get this guy over here for now. And oh, and then I think we need a private quarters. So let's see if we can do kind of a tower. Let's see, a tower. What are the options here? Yeah, like that kind of thing. What if we just stick that kind of right in the middle and let that. Is that weird? That's a little weird. Maybe not that weird. There, that I think is a little better. Yeah. All right, and then I think the only thing now that we will need, we don't have a treasury, and we'll just need the bow encampment, the spear encampment, the sword encampment, and that's it. I guess we can maybe we'll get a treasury just kind of to fill this space with some like something like that. And then get kind of a wooden facade on it, and we'll get a door. Although I feel like the armory maybe should have a more than just a wooden door. How does that work? That's not bad. It's a little awkwardly offset. You gotta be intentional about the way you offset things. Oh, actually, let's just do that. Let's use this full thing to. I don't know. That's a little weird. Feels a little tacked on. Yeah, we're gonna keep the treasury all stone because, you know, safety or security reasons, of course. Is that snapping in? There we go. And then we'll just do a big stone door like that. Whoop. Okay. And then for our sword encampment, might be interesting just to do all this stuff with the actual tents, since those are options. Rustic pavilion, modest. So yeah, let's get this side can kind of be our training and encampment stuff. So I'll have it all be around the armory, although we do have this gate over here, so we can't be, might have to move that cow patch. Yeah, we can do something like that, and we'll get a few little tent area over here. And then we'll do, so that was, which one was that? Sword. So then we'll do bow over here. And then finally spear we can get over on this side and there, and we'll get a couple of these guys in like that, and then I think they all need training. So the spear guys get a couple of soldiers with swords and shields, and another one here. Or actually, let's kind of do a training thing. It's gonna say too far. Oh no, I can get them over here. We'll do like a whole kind of training in the middle of our area for all these different ones. And these guys will get some dummies. We can have a little, that one's too far. Okay, there we go. Move that over a little bit. And then I think isn't there like a, there was more of a target one. Oh yeah, it is. There we go. For the, probably put that up against an area where nobody will get shot by a missed arrow. Move these around a bit. It's a lot smaller. I mean, I felt like this castle was massive, and now that I'm putting this stuff in there, it's... Oh, actually, let's get that guy in the corner. Now that I've got all this stuff in the middle, it's a little snug. It's fine. I mean, we can always go bigger with it later. But I think this is... Yeah, we'll get some targets in here. And then... The castle keep also needs training, which is interesting. But we'll get a couple of bow and arrow targets and a little dummy over here. Okay, so does everything have what it needs? Green check mark, green check mark, green check marks, green check marks. Yep, good, good, good. All right. Oh, and then the guard location. Combatants on guard duty and watchmen will look over this place. Covers a small area with light active fortify. I don't know that we need that. And a visitor location. Sure, we can put that, I guess, inside here. And combatants will regroup at this location when leaving and returning from missions. So we've got a big area over here that I think that's kind of where they can gather. I just realized that is a big area over there. We could have put some of this training stuff there, but we still have, I guess that is everything, but all right, well, so there it is. There's your castle for now, and I think there's a bunch of decoration stuff. There's all this from some other walls, and oh yeah, we can set up all kinds of stuff. So we'll do that, but we're gonna hit build and let this build, and it's gonna take a ton of our resources, but that's okay, and we'll see where we get. Okay, so while that's building, I wanted to just revisit this path that we built the other day, and just do some quick light detail stuff around it. I think give this guy just a little wall here makes sense. It's not like a wall that's going to section people off as much as just kind of help guide it and give it a reason for it kind of curling the way that it does, other than just the mountainside. But I think this will be a nice feel. Might take a second, since a lot of our stone is going to our castle build, which let's see what that looks like from over here. Oh yeah, that's a nice view between back and forth. They can send Morse code to each other, which is a thing that definitely exists in this time. So I think that's nice. The other thing, something I did over here, where is it? There we go, is just plant sporadic trees rather than super dense trees with the forester, which kind of gives this, less dense forest look that I think is pretty cool, especially this path coming down. Not everything has to be like the most dense forests of all time. So I was wondering if that something similar to that could work well over by that new path. So let's see. I don't know if there's like a distance, if this is too far for that guy to get to or not, although he also can't really get there. We can worry about that in a moment. But I was thinking about I do think I want to fill this in a little more, and then just kind of make it go from like a full density to a bit of a lighter density, and just kind of get a few trees up here. I'll have to let this figure out a way for this guy to actually get over here, but we'll see how this works. It might not work how as well as I have in mind, but this just feels like a fairly barren bit of an area, so I thought it might be nice to just do a little something here, and then so in order to let him actually get in here, I guess we can get rid of this so he can come out this way and get over there to plant. And as far as that goes, looks like he can get in that way. Oh, I had put this over to try to, of course now they're going the other way because I forgot to, I was trying to center this pathway, so I guess now what I need to do is actually, so let's just cover it up to totally, and then like that. And that way they'll actually hopefully walk more down the middle. Let's give it a little more. Okay. So we'll give that a second and see if those trees will come in. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else to do in the meantime while we let. Maybe we'll actually. I do like this big open hill though, but let's also get some of the trees. Where's our forester guy? I do like the idea of it. We can fill this in too. Just getting a few sporadic trees so you can kind of get the feeling like, you know, the forest is, I'm going to make up a word here, de-densifying. Yep, said it, meant it, I'll say it again. A little more naturally, so it's not just this stark ending, so we can give him an opening right there. So let's see, is this guy, where are you at? He's on free time. All right, so that guy's in no hurry to do his job. That's great. So a little progress check. Looks like, how are we doing on materials? Pretty good, actually. So I think at this point we don't actually have much of a materials bottleneck. It's just a matter of, you know, the time it takes to get all this stuff done. So I think that's kind of all we have at the moment. Let's take a quick look over here. We are expanding. This is growing a little bit. I did that kind of less dense forest thing kind of along this road. You can see how it just kind of opens up a little bit. So I know what I was going to do was, I think this little community could, no, we're not going to do that. So, all right, we'll get back to letting our castle build and check in on that here in a bit. All right, well, this thing has really come together. So while this was building, I went ahead and I cleaned up some of this tree stuff, and I got some new trees planted, just a little more manicured. We'll continue to kind of work on that. But I think that's a castle, folks. And I'm pretty happy with the location, I think. It's very central. It's hard to miss. I think I'm gonna have to end up moving these guys, I think, more over to this side. In fact, I wonder if we don't just do that now. It just feels like this needs more of its own space to kind of redo this whole entrance. But yeah, let's see. We've got 10 folks, so let's see who we can assign to some jobs here. All right, so basically a new bailiff. Got it. All right, so this one will be obviously combatant speed. Yeah, might as well do that. And a new company has formed. So that is a thing. We are now a hold. Oh, and a surgeon. A barber surgeon. And their icon is with a hatchet. That's what you want. And okay, so we'll need the armorer. The thing is that we don't have any tools. So that's something we'll have to get going next time. Yeah, this one is taking a minute, but I think the castle is looking pretty sweet, and we will continue to build it out with some more details and get this whole area around it cleaned up and feeling a bit better. And we don't think we need this anymore. We should have plenty of, in fact, we can always forget about this stuff. So fortification, yeah, we're good on fortification for the immediate area from that, so that's great. All right, well, that'll do it. Thanks again for watching, and thanks again for all of your support over the last couple weeks. It's been great to see people checking out the videos and new people coming. If you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do the whole like and subscribe, but I have noticed that about 90% of people watching videos are not subscribed. So if you're watching, might as well hang out for the long term. We will keep this channel going. There's going to be new games coming. So yeah, definitely sign up, and I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.